Um, all right. This is what we're working with right now, right? Starter locks, all that jazz, right? I'm gonna turn around. I'm combing them out. I know. It's just, for one, as if you saw my YouTube video, I did them myself. And two, I'm feeling a little iffy about them. I want to get them done professionally because I did this without a three-way mirror. I did this without. So I'm gonna comb it out and get it redone maybe sometime in the future. If anything, I think I will, uh, I think I will leave this one to make a wisdom lock. But yeah, everything gotta go. I'll get them redone by a professional at some point, but yeah. The thing is, it was such a impulsive decision because I was tired of doing my hair and I was going through hair depression and I was just feeling, yeah. And then hair carries energy and everything, so I do think maybe I need to cut it, but I don't know. So, we're doing a takedown. Um, I guess I could talk a bit while I do this, but I also just want to watch TV because I do have something I want to talk about. Actually, yeah, this will just be a hair talk video. Um, as a black woman, I have this thing where I get very, not even as a black woman, just as myself, I get very irritated by white woman tears. I was trying to find a way to say it without saying it, but fuck it. I get very irritated by white woman tears because they throw rocks and try to hide their hands. And it's happened throughout history. One of the main reasons that I became hyper aware of white woman tears is because of the story of Emmett Till. And basically from a very young age I learned that you need to be careful around them people because they will do something, cry about it, and put all the blame on you, victimize themselves, and villainize you. Wow, this is actually a bit more, um, it's kind of locked. Oh Lord, do I need to wet it? Maybe I need to wet it. Oh my God. Now I'm second guessing it again. But look, that's already combed out down there, so yeah, no. Oh my gosh. As I was saying, I when it came to like the whole Emmett Till story, I learned about that when I was like 9 or 10. Meaning I've had this awareness and like not necessarily fear, but apprehension when it came to white women because I knew that my life could possibly come to an end just from them saying something that I did to them. That's not necessarily true. And with everything going on recently in this year of 2024, I'm reminded of how much I hate white woman tears because okay, Iman, I think her name is the boxer in the Olympics that they're saying is a man, the woman that they're misgendering, and the lady crying talking about it wasn't a fair fight or whatever. Sweetheart, y'all are professional fighters. If you lost, that's on you. And you crying, first of all, you're a grown woman. Accept defeat. Understand that you lost. That's just what it is. Second of all, it is nobody's fault but your own that you lost. And what irritates me even more is that everybody, every human being has testosterone and estrogen. We don't have the exact same levels. Each of our bodies do not possess the same exact levels of estrogen and testosterone as the next person. So even if she does have raised testosterone levels, she is still a woman. That's just what it is. She is still a woman, and you got your ass beat. That it is what it is, okay? That's one. Then the second white woman who posted the Beauty and the Beast meme, I put that in quotes because a meme is supposed to be funny. It wasn't funny. And she was implying that Iman was a beast. She's taller than Iman, thicker than Iman, and was calling Iman a beast. And also operating under the implication that Iman is a man. Then you got your ass beat too. Hmm. Hmm. And then Brooks Schofield, I don't know this broad. Never heard of her till she started getting exposed for racist comments. And my thing is, a lot of people, a lot of white people have said some out of pocket stuff regarding race. It's not something new, it's not something surprising. It's not breaking news to me, right? Because it's like literally every few months, every year, whatever, somebody is getting exposed. Wow. This was all loose, but all this right here, maybe I should have just left it. But okay, back to the hair talk. Um, it's a I so I did it myself, as you guys know, but like some of the twists unraveled and stuff, and then because I did it myself, I know for a fact that the parting isn't uniform. And I had some twists that were small, some twists that were thick, and I want them to all be uniform. Um, and that's why I think I'm gonna just go to a professional for it because I can't see the back of my head. And sometimes I don't care because you know the girls be saying the back of my head is not my problem, but if I'm gonna have something that's like a big commitment, it's very much so my problem. And I try to be okay with it, but my anxiety and my intrusive thoughts were just like, girl, you know you're not liking it. So do something about it. So now I'm doing something about it. So yeah. It's just crazy though because I honestly didn't think it would be this difficult to comb it out. Like I thought I was just gonna be, oh, at least now I know my hair can sort of lock. Um, wow. It definitely grew a few inches too. What? What? Anyway, okay, back to the topic and away from the hair talk. Um, Brooke Schofield, I, like I said, the racist stuff doesn't really surprise me much anymore because it's like it happens all the time. Sad but true. And there's nothing I can really do about it. So I'm not even gonna waste my energy on it. But it's just like the fake apology, and what I really can't stand is when they say, "Oh, we forgive you." It's not your place, darling. It is not your place. Um It's not your place. Like, she didn't say anything to you or affecting you, and y'all cannot experience racism. So even if, yeah, but like, I just, I cannot, I cannot. The older I get, the less tolerant I get. And like, it gets to a certain point where I don't even care for your apology because you didn't think that through when you tweeted it. You didn't think about the consequences or repercussions when you tweeted it. Why even apologize now? You talking about someone's child who got their life taken unjustly. And I'm not laughing because of that. I'm laughing because it's just like, at this point, just just say just say it all out loud. We know how y'all feel. And it's even more aggravating because y'all feel this way about people whose ancestors were brought here against their will. You think we would have wanted to be around y'all if we had a choice? Just saying. And you know what's really crazy? I went to a predominantly white college. A lot of my life, I've gone to schools that were predominantly white. And I've had white friends and stuff like that. But especially in college, I started um realizing that white women are not afraid to use their tears to villainize someone. They are not afraid to place blame elsewhere and make themselves seem completely innocent. They are not afraid or ashamed of, you know, possibly endangering somebody's life for the protection of their own. And it's a sad reality for sure, but also it's one of those things where it's like, well, we just got to find our ways around it because regardless, they are going to victimize themselves. And I've been in so many positions where it's like, I think I have enough sense to realize that, wow, is that gel? Oh my God. Definitely gonna wash my hair, but I wanted to comb this out first because I felt like washing it with the locks in would just further solidify them. I'm either smelling skunk or weed. Also skunk, but like, wow. I had 45 locks, and I think I've done like four. Anyway, um, I don't, yeah, as I was saying, like when it came to being in college, I started to realize that like white women will literally do some of the most out of pocket shit. And then when you call them out on it, they start crying. And then, okay, oh my God, I'll give an example. So, the beginning of 2020, I was working for a company that, sells phones and phone plans, right? And I was doing really good there, making commission and stuff like that. And I was doing good. I helped the company reach like top 10 in our district, whatever, whatever, right? After a while of working there, this white girl gets hired. She's cool or whatever, but I'm not here to make friends, so, that's its own thing. I would The thing is, because of where we were working, you had to like approach people and stuff like that. Or if they're coming for a phone case, you talk to them about phone plans, whatever, whatever, right? This I would notice that I would talk to somebody and they say they want to look around a little bit, so I give them their space. But that doesn't mean that they're not my customer. You know what I mean? So I would talk to them, give them their space, let them look around at stuff or whatever, whatever. And then I see that she's over there talking to them. She took, I think, about three of my commissions before I was like, all right, now I'm gonna say something. Because I always try to hold my tongue, and that's another thing. As a black person, you always have to try to mind yourself and watch your tongue for the sake of them. So I'm like, I don't want to, start something. So I'm gonna wait to see if I'm bugging. And then when it got to three sales that she took from me, I was like, yeah, no. All right, girl. Here it is. So I'm telling her about it and I'm like, look, I don't know if you realize what you're doing, but like you're stealing my customers. You're stealing my commission. And I was like, I'm not trying to start problems. I just wanted to make you aware that like when you approach a customer, I don't approach them after you. So I would expect that same courtesy. We're all trying to make money here. We're all trying to make our commissions. So the least you can do is get your own and not take mine from me. Everybody has to eat. And I'm saying it just as calm as I'm saying it right now. I didn't catch an attitude. I was not aggressive or anything. She starts crying. And I was like, she's like, I'm sorry. I just can't handle when people are mad at me. I was like, I'm not necessarily mad at you, but I'm just trying to get you to understand where I'm coming from and, respect what I'm saying. Like, it's not a problem. You're not in trouble. You're not getting chastised. Like, I'm just letting you know. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. I was like, it's really not that deep. Like, girl, just all you gotta say is, you know what, my bad. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not coming at you. And what's crazy is I could have, because that's how irritated I was when I first noticed it. But I was like, it's no point. And for one, I'm not gonna cause a scene because I'm not stupid. And then no, just listen to what I'm saying. It's really not that deep. And when I told somebody else about it, they were like, yeah, it's given manipulation. Right? Right? You want me to start feeling bad for you because you're crying about taking my commissions? Okay. Literally, okay. And whenever I think about that moment, I get more annoyed because I'm like, girl, it was really not that deep. Like, I don't know. And my thing is, as someone who struggles with anxiety and stuff like that, I do get it because I don't like conflict. I don't like confrontation. However, I wasn't even approaching it in that way. I'm just venting. Not even just venting. I'm expressing something that I've noticed and asking you to be mindful and aware. Mind you, like I said, the way I was feeling about it, I really could have came crazy and been like, bleep, bleep, bleep. You bleep, 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 bleep. No. I was just like, hey, so I don't, and literally I said, like, I don't know if you noticed, but you're kind of stealing my commission. Like, it's not fair, girl. It's not nice. But yeah, white woman tears and all that. I can't stand it. I really can't. I I empathize with people. I have an open mind. I'm willing to understand or learn. But when it comes to that, you lost me. You lost me for real. 'Cause not to say you're never the victim, but you're not always the victim. That's for damn sure. That's for shit show. Tuh. And my thing is, I do believe it's ancestral. I do believe that it is something that is not necessarily inherited, but it's like there's no way that it's not some type of like gene that's passed down where y'all all do this. Because if they was doing it back in the day and doing it now, the common either way, those tears don't move me at all. They actually aggravate me. And it it always bothers me when I can tell that you're trying to make yourself the victim in this situation. You talked shit about somebody and then you get caught, you get exposed, and now it's, oh my gosh, I don't know. I wasn't thinking. You weren't thinking. But and then Anika, she said it. If I can save the video, I'll save it and put it in here. But it's like once you become a public figure, once you get known, whether it's through social media, um, being famous, whatever, whatever, you should, if you know you might have said some things that are unsavory, if you don't want to get caught up, delete it. Because for you to think that people are not going to reach into your past and dig up dirt on you, okay, okay. I wish I could live with that level of delusion to where it don't matter what I say because nobody's going to look into it or deep dive on me or anything like that. That's literally delusional to think that something you said, things you said, will not come back to bite you in the ass. You think you're untouchable? You think you're exempt? And then somebody else said on TikTok that, like, this literally happens every year. At least once a year, some white creator gets exposed for having said something racist before they popped out or, got clout or whatever. And sometimes it's after. Like, sweetheart. And then I get so annoyed with the, oh, we forgive you. They could never make me hate you because you understand that this hate is justified, right? You understand that this resentment is justified because these people say things that are very disrespectful and unsavory about people who did not even, it's unwarranted. It's unwarranted to talk badly about Trayvon Martin. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're a 5-year-old just repeating something you heard. It's bad. And that's the thing. Little kids be knowing the difference between right and wrong. You at 18, you definitely knew. You knew and you still said it. So it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're not going to get sympathy from me. Of course, you're going to get it from other white women because that's what they do. But no. And I just, it's 2024. You really think I'm gonna be sitting here? Oh, yeah, it's okay that you said something disheartening about my people, about an innocent young man who lost his life. Mm, I'm over it. I really am. And like I said before, the older I get, I'm just less tolerant of shit. Like I used to be more empathetic than I am now. But after a certain point of like people showing who they really are, it's like, girl, F you. Like, why am I placating you for something you did wrong? And my thing is, how many times have I said that? It is okay to, make mistakes. It's natural, it's human. But there are certain mistakes that are inexcusable. And at that point, I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's just outright a choice. Because to say something regarding Black people and completely have no regard for their life and existence or anything like that. It's, I don't even have the words for it. I really don't. I'm just, yeah. You're not getting you're not getting sympathy from me. You're not getting understanding from me. I'll tell you that right now. I just feel like it gets to a certain point where if you knew better, you do better, but you knew better and you didn't do better, you don't care. That's all that says to me. You don't care. So trying to backtrack, and then Denzel Dion said, as a white person who gets caught up in this type of stuff, your apology should just be 2 words. I'm sorry, cut the video. There's no justifying it. You saying something ignorant, implicating that somebody deserved to lose their life because of the color of their skin, you saying anything about somebody because of the color of their skin where it's distasteful and ignorant, there's no justification. I don't, like I said, I don't care if you were 5. Racism is a learned behavior, but also, but you can unlearn it. You didn't have to say the stuff you said. Or even if you did, why didn't you go back and delete it? If you're changed, if you don't think like that anymore, if you don't associate with that version of yourself anymore, remove it. Delete it. Granted, somebody probably still got screenshots of it. But that shows you can't escape it, so you shouldn't have said it in the first place. I've, yeah. White women tears have ruined lives. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. There was a football player, I forgot his name, but if I feel like it, when I'm in edit, I will put like a snippet of the articles that talk about this football player who got fired and I think went to jail because he was falsely accused of assault on a white woman. Basically, it was like a modern day Emmett Till, except they did not actually kill the man, but he basically got publicly crucified and persecuted for something he did not do. And it happens so often. The exonerated 5 spent how many years on the accusation of assaulting a woman? And they were children. They were children. Black children. I just, like I said, it's just, it gets to a certain point where you're over it. Very much over it. Oh, oh, oh. I don't want to talk about this anymore though. So this will probably be a time lapse with some music over it because I'm gonna start watching TV now. It's Mercury retrograde. Okay, so I'm gonna start talking again. Um, I already talked about like why I'm deciding to undo these starter locks, but like it's so weird how I can't speak for everybody, but for myself, how my hair can affect how I feel. Because it's like if I think too long and hard about how bad my hair looks, I start to feel bad. Like I really do. And I was at first I'm like, oh, maybe because it's just the starter locks and like so I put twists over them. I kept putting protective styles over them. And I'm realizing now that even if I didn't do that, I would have still been upset because like I said before, I was really insecure about the way that I parted it and then the fact that some were bigger than the others and stuff like that. And honestly, it was such an impulse decision because of how I felt. And yeah, it just was about that time, honestly. Like, I what's really funny is even in the video where I did the starter locks, I had said, like, damn, this could just end up being a fire twist out. Like, I was still unsure about it. So, yeah, it's best not to try to make commitments if you're already uncertain about it, at least for myself. So, yeah. I am planning on restarting them though. Like I said, I just think I'm gonna go to somebody or at least have somebody part it for me and then redo it myself. But either way, I want it to look better than it did. Because it is something I've wanted for years. Like I definitely had plans of locking my hair for years. So Oh my gosh. You gotta you gotta start a whole fire, I need some more than you, Tyler, Yeah, so okay. I I did it. Um, slight regret, but also no regret. It'll happen when it's supposed to. And yeah, I, oh my God. Wow. I haven't done this in like 2, 3 months because I started the locks in May. Oh my gosh. This shit is huge, first of all. But you want to know what else is huge? Look at all the dirt. There's dirt in here. There's cat fur in here. Oh my gosh. Now the question is, what the hell am I about to do with this hair? With my little wisdom lock. I'm gonna wash it and then maybe, ironically, do a twist out. I'll figure it out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I'm at 90 subscribers. Thank you. Almost at 100. Just a reminder, once I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to make a Q&A anonymous link so you guys can ask me questions or confess something to me anonymously. Or if you don't care, you could always just message me or put it in the comments. I love you. Excuse me. I hope you love you and I hope you love me. But baby, if you don't, it is quite all right because I love me enough for the both of us. Stay tuned for more videos. Working on my mental health. So working on being more consistent again. And yeah. Bye.